Michael Jackson, 50 Cent, Curtis Jackson, Mike Tyson. What do these legendary names all have in common besides being superstars? Well, turns out they didn't just break records, they also broke the bank. Yep, the king of pop, the man who rapped about getting rich or die trying, and the baddest man on the planet all fell victim to poor money management. It was so bad that they filed for bankruptcy. Surprised? I know I was. Take Michael Jackson, for instance. Despite earning an average of approximately $19 million annually, by the time of his death in 2009, he faced staggering financial difficulties, with debts reported to be around $500 million. So, if someone with his earning power couldn't hang on to their money, what does that say about wealth for the rest of us, the regular working-class citizens working conventional jobs? It's a loud warning that even the biggest paychecks can't save you if you're spending more than you earn. It's not just about how much you bring in, but how wisely you manage it. How often have you run out of money halfway through the month, desperately waiting for that next paycheck? Whether you're paid weekly, bi-weekly or monthly, the cycle's the same. Money comes in, bills go out, and suddenly you're scraping by until the next payday. A 2023 survey by payroll.org found that 78% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck. Among those living paycheck to paycheck in the US, 71.93% have less than $2,000 in savings, with nearly half having between $1,011 and $2,000. In the UK, 36% of UK workers live month to month without spare cash for emergencies. Additionally, 26% of UK employees reported struggling financially, and about 44% experienced some form of financial shock in the last 2 years, impacting their ability to pay essential bills like rent and utilities. Is there a way to break free from the paycheck to paycheck cycle? Is there a better way to increase your income and build genuine wealth, especially when it's clear that the 9-to-5 grind isn't cutting it for so many of us? For most of us growing up, success was synonymous with landing a great job, earning a great salary, and sporting a suit and tie daily. This vision of success was deeply ingrained in our schooling. Remember career days? Doctors, accountants, teachers, lawyers, and many more traditional formal jobs were always viewed as the pinnacle of success. It's no wonder that many of us chose these conventional paths over exploring our personal interests. The message was clear. Making money was the end goal, and it seemed that without these traditional roles, financial success was impossible. But is this really true? While school taught us some ways to make money, it could have done a better job of teaching us how to manage and build from the money we've acquired. And that's where the real issue lies. Practical financial skills, like investing wisely, budgeting effectively, diversifying, and planning for the future, are often left out of the curriculum. As a result, even with a high income, many of us struggle to build and maintain wealth because we lack the essential tools to manage our finances effectively. For instance, you might be earning well over $100,000 a year from your job, but without solid financial management practices, you could still find yourself struggling to make ends meet by the end of the year. Traditional 9-to-5 roles, while stable, have long been accused of sometimes limiting one's financial growth. This is mostly due to the fixed salaries and lack of flexibility they present. And let's be honest, the majority of us aren't happy with our jobs. A recent Gallup poll showed that only 15% of full-time workers worldwide are genuinely excited about their jobs. The other 85%? Well, they're counting down the hours until the end of the workday and daydreaming about weekends. So, why not just leave? The answer isn't as simple as it seems. For many, stepping away from the familiar 9-to-5 is daunting, because what if it doesn't work out? What if you end up in a worse situation? It's a giant leap for many, but if you find yourself stuck in a cycle where your income isn't translating into financial security, it might be worth facing those fears and exploring alternative options. That said, 9-to-5 jobs aren't inherently the problem. If you love what you do, then keep at it. Respect to you. The real issue is today's economic climate, where employers demand more from their employees while salaries don't match the demands of living. In this environment, it's crucial to consider all options and ensure your financial strategy aligns with your goals and well-being. Whether that means completely ditching your job for something new or simply supplementing your income with side ventures, finding a balance that works for you is key. How do you explore these alternatives or interests you might have? Take Marie Forleo, for instance. She started her career in corporate as a trading assistant and then went into advertising. But it didn't take long for her to realize that the corporate world wasn't where her true passion was. Feeling increasingly unfulfilled, Marie made a bold decision to step away from the traditional 9-to-5 grind. Instead of sticking with a job she didn't love, she decided to explore her interests and turn them into multiple income streams. So, how did she do it? By tapping into what genuinely excited her: writing. Marie authored best-selling books that inspire and guide readers on how to pursue their dreams and live a life they love. Content creation. She launched a popular YouTube channel where she shares valuable insights and advice, turning her passion into a profitable platform through ads and sponsorships. By identifying her true interests, Marie successfully transitioned into a career she was passionate about, creating not just one but several income streams along the way. The key takeaway? When you focus on what excites you, it becomes easier to transition out of your current job or make some extra cash. Many people are doing just that, with some earning anywhere from $500 to $5,000 per month, depending on the type of gig and the effort they put into it. So, how do you identify which alternative paths align best with your skills, interests, and financial goals? Start by taking stock of what you're naturally good at and what activities you enjoy. Consider your long-term financial goals and how these interests can be monetized. Whether it's through freelance work, launching an online business, investing in real estate, or content creation, the opportunities are vast. Furthermore, you should also practice cultivating multiple streams of income, as it is not just a smart strategy. It's essential in today's economic climate. This could look different for everyone. Perhaps a mix of a steady 9-to-5 job with a side hustle in photography, a blog that generates ad revenue, or investments that grow over time. The goal is to create financial security by diversifying your income sources so that you're not solely dependent on one paycheck. Besides, in today's fast-changing world, unlearning and relearning are essential to breaking free from the traditional 9-to-5 mindset that many of us have been conditioned to believe is the only path to financial security. By challenging this belief, you can open yourself up to new possibilities and equip yourself with the skills and mindset needed to navigate alternative paths. Whether it's acquiring new skills like digital marketing, coding, or financial literacy, continuous learning keeps you adaptable and ready to seize emerging opportunities. Along the way, you may even discover passions and talents in areas you never previously considered. So, take that bold step, explore your interests, and build a life that not only sustains you financially but also brings you joy and purpose. In the end, success is about more than just earning a paycheck. It's about creating a life that truly inspires you. The only way to do great work is to love what you do. Steve Jobs.